So, quick update. This is I've been doing quite a lot the past few days. I'll just remind you like everything that I've been doing. I've got like this, and this. So like one thing, I've got like everything quite organized and stuff. If you wait a minute. If you look at everything, it's quite in a mess right now, but my point is that I kind of like to have things in like an organized manner, but it's not like I like to take, you see, like everything is in here, like everything, just everything. It's not like I like to have pretty notes or something. I don't take pretty notes. I literally don't have notes. Maybe I have them like digital or something. All of these papers that you guys are seeing are like mind maps or like they are not notes, they are like um a thing about me. I had this obsession of taking pre-notes. um Once upon a time I used to be obsessed with having every single note from this one teacher, and then like not this one teacher, I mean any teacher from any class, like from which I was like taking a tuition or like even at school. I wanted to, there was this urge to have everything like perfect, like from class one to class. But I was not the kind of person that was able to be. I was that type of person for a long time, but then I reached an age where I kind of engaged myself with too many other things that started interested me outside just academics, and because of that I couldn't give all this um excess time that I need to make pretty notes or to have every single perfect note. So like I think around the age of 15 or something, yeah, pretty notes. It was always in my head. Yeah, you gotta. I would take notes, but then there would happen one moment that I would sit and I would try to catch up with everything, and the fault with that, I wasn't studying. I was just like copy paste. Well, right now at the age that I am at the moment, I'm like I don't need the notes on the paper or anything. What I need everything, every material in my mind. I don't mind where the notes are, even if I never find the notes again somewhere here. And as long as it's here, I try to put it in like in my mind map so that if I have to like recall this, and you know what, these materials are available. You just have to know which resources to, like teachers, like books, or you can even like I kind of like purchased online lectures about my A levels, and it has been really really helpful. But I'm not saying everyone to do that. Even for like tuitions or even for school, you can do that. Like have it here. You need to have it here. I'm so sorry for the light. Yeah, just have it here, and then after that, uh, it's gonna be great. So these everything that you're seeing, I just like to have things organized, or else everything is gonna be just everywhere. And since every single thing is gonna be everywhere, everything is gonna be in a mess. And you know what? Your head needs things organized right here, because when things are a mess here, you get into confusion, and confusion is not good for anyone. Um, because yeah, because it makes you confused, and then you're not able to remember the material because you don't know from where actually to take the material out, because you need to even organize your brain like folders. But for me, it's like if it's not organized in my external environment, even in my head it's not organized. So I need to have it. It's not even organized. I'm not talking about being like perfectly organized. I'm just talking about things not being in a total mess, because when things are in a total mess, I'm in a total mess and I don't get things done. Yeah, so I don't take pretty notes. And you might see like a billions of pages on my table, but maybe all of these are just like maybe like a 30% of material. So you'll be seeing like millions of papers and millions of highlights, and and you're like, oh wow, she's been studying, she studied so much, and then she probably has so many knowledge. But no, knowledge is nothing. The importance is, I mean, it is at certain levels of your grade, but when you're in A level or maybe beyond that, the lighting, yeah, maybe when you're in A level, maybe beyond that, you need not to just focus on knowledge. You have to focus on like being able to do something with the material that you're studying, like analyze, evaluate, apply, understanding. Yeah, so if I'm doing all of this, is just to understand the material, and the material could be one fucking sentence. I like to really understand, like have a foundation of a chapter. Only then I can move on and like try to understand whatever the chapter is trying to ask me, like questions and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't have pretty notes. And if you try to take the papers that I write shit on, not shit, but like the papers that I write stuffs on, and if you try to look at them, maybe you won't get it. I use like different studying methods that work and that are not too time consuming, because I kind of invest my time in so many other things as well, especially with dancing. My time is really limited because I like to kind of, it makes me tired, and there's like, I'm just someone who likes extracurriculars so much, because I just cannot afford to just sit on the study desk and study the whole day. So yeah, well, this is about the mind maps that I make. Oh, I like to note things down when I'm watching a lecture, or like if I'm watching a video about any subject, or if I'm watching like since I do like essays on like general topics. So there's a lot of like news and like important documentaries and videos that our teacher sent us. So when I receive these videos, just watching them makes it like a passive studying. So I like to take notes at the same time, but it's not like I'm writing. It is different. Sometimes I make mind maps, but sometimes I have to focus on video as well. So I just like scribble, like I just note silly words. So I just like the main keywords that I find like interesting. So now this is it. So like, I mean, so if you see like this bunch of, but I don't like to let it be boring, like just like a white paper, like white paper, and then I just take any type of pen and then just write down. It doesn't give me motivation, or it doesn't help me to keep going. Forget motivation. I need something that to keep me keep going. So when I end it and then I see, oh wow, I just made this and it's so beautiful, it kind of gives me motivation and a sense of accomplishment. So that's why I take multicolored papers and stuff. But you know what, if you have that drive, you don't need colorful papers. Even a blank white page is gonna absolutely work for you. Just trust me on that. Now there's the second thing. You're gonna see among my notes, there's like, yeah, there's like paper that looks like this. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find more. Wait. Okay, we go. And then like this. And now you must be asking, what the hell? Were you having a mental breakdown? No. And this one is especially for this one. And I have notes for like my economics, my subject, one of my favorite subject, economics. I was in love with economics when I was 15. I basically knew economics when I was like, I got to like introduced to this chapter when I was 15. No, it was 14. Yeah, I was 14. And then I loved it in 15. I loved it when I was 16. I loved it when I was 17. I kind of got off with it at the end of, you know, my late 70s, because I kind of I started shifting my focus to other subjects that needed my attention so bad, because I was good at economics. But then my mistake was that I kind of let go of economics, and because of that, I kind of started getting this neutral relationship with economics. But then I was 18, and we are 19, and then it got better. It got better. So bear with time, I fell in love with economics again because, you know what, it was meant to be. So if something meant to be, then you're gonna fall in love with economics no matter what you do, no matter how much how much you try to avoid it, you're gonna end up with economics at the end of the day. Well, yeah, this is it. I was trying to explain this. What is this? If you look closely, they are not just like scratches. It's actually known as the doodling method. How did you get to know that? Did you go on the internet and search for studying methods? Yes, I did this too when I was 16 in 2020, but this was not one of the methods that I found out. I recently found this. I was actually on Pinterest. I like to be on Pinterest because it's kind of like the non like it's like the one of the peaceful social medias where I go and I can search stuffs and I get exactly what I want, and I don't get distracted by millions of ads, and I don't have anyone there. I hate it if I will just hate it if anyone tries to contact me via Pinterest, because Pinterest is like Google to me. Yeah, and we don't communicate with people via Google. I am just on Google to find stuff that is gonna be useful to me or that's gonna help me. I don't want anyone there. So yeah, so I was on Pinterest looking at really non-toxic and really peaceful stuff, kind of related to studying and like life in general, like stuff that that. So I was scrolling, not really scrolling, like I was searching for something. It was actually concerning. It actually concerned studying. And then I came across a video where there was this girl just doodling, just doodling, and then she was trying to understand the material, and at the same time she was doodling it. And then there was also the gum method, which I tried multiple times, but I took it seriously this year, so it is working as well. And then I think there was one more method. I kind of forgot that. I'll try to add in the video afterwards when I edit it, because right now I'm in here. I cannot already talk too much right now, but I just wanted to capture whatever I had in my head right now. So oh my god. So I had to do it with a video because there was a lot in my head, and writing about it would be too time consuming right now, and even talking about it is taking me 12 minutes and I have to go back to studying. But let's take it as a studying breaks, and even telling it to someone wouldn't help me because that someone would have gotten that information I would love to share, but what I needed at the moment was retaining all this information um through something, and I just did it, and I hope it's helping someone. Instead of just telling it to one person, I would rather have it here, retain it for myself, and then share it with the audience that I have. And honestly, it makes me like 100 times happier when I'm sharing something to the world and it's helping everyone. And if you guys use it well and it helps you to improve your life or improve your studying, then this is one of the I just love uh like it doesn't I don't get anything in return, but there's just this no I get like again a sense of fulfillment that I'm doing something and I'm helping people. It's just a feeling that I love. So yeah, this is about doodles. Like I've written stuff, but like the important stuff that I have to like memorize, and then even while memorizing them I try to like doodle. I don't know if it works for everyone, but it's scientifically proven. I'm not the one who went and did research. I'm not the one who like made a research on it or invented this whole thing. I just got this suggested to me via Pinterest, and I tried it, and I think it's because even when you're focusing on something, you're trying to understand something, your mind tends to wander. For me, I can have like a million other thoughts while I'm trying to study. So when I have my hands focused on like just doing this, or like just taking small notes of what I'm trying to understand via my lecture, I mean it's kind of difficult to do this in like classes, because you're gonna get judged. People are gonna be like, oh, why the hell is she doodling? Or maybe your teacher's gonna have a problem with this. Normally I doodle with this. I actually use these colored papers, actually use this doodle, actually use colorful pens and stuff because I have them, and it makes me happy, and I'm a creative person, so I just have this tendency to do this. But you don't need colorful colorful waxes. You don't need colorful pens, you don't need colorful papers, you don't need any of these aesthetics to make this work. All of these can also work. I mean, if you're not a creative person, or like an I identify myself as a creative person and as an artist. So even with my studying, I tend to make it really aesthetic, even without the intention. Like, it's not like I sat down and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make aesthetic. I'm just doing the thing, and while doing it, it turns out beautiful and aesthetic because this is how I like my things. And um, basically, this is it. Uh, I don't know if this video has a certain structure, and I don't know if you people are getting bored while watching this because uh, it's kind of 16 minutes. But I tried to give useful information in this video, but at the same time I was talking a lot about me and my personal experience with this. But um yeah, this is a little quick update, and at the same time, like, advices of like the setting methods that I have been using at the moment, and I think would be great if you're trying to cram at the last moment. So yeah, I kind of feel like I kind of explained myself. uh I was having this urge to explain myself. Like, I was doing this at the moment, and I was like, I need to it's like, I don't know, it felt like I could get judged for doing this, and I was like, I have to explain this to someone, even though no one is asking me why the hell am I doing this. I was like, I need to explain what I'm doing, and I just switched on the camera, and I know I have an audience I can help, or even I had to capture whatever the hell I had in my mind, because human I think there was this concept that kind of got stuck with me, was the forgetting curve, like in the human brain. So I have this I like to capture things like pictures, videos. I love to do that because of the forgetting curve. It's like a human brain cannot remember everything. It can, but not in the same details or anything, but just, and I'm just so grateful for having these pixels, papers, inks, objects that help us remember these moments and experiences in our life. Nothing is forever, everything fades away, everything turns into nothing. But not knowledge though. Knowledge is, I feel like it's a forever thing, and the human brain is just fascinating. This video is like me giving you advice, but at the same time it's kind of like a chit chat, and at the same time it's kind of like a personal, it's like a conversation that I'm trying to have with my audience. So if you have anything in mind, tell it in the comment section. If you find that helpful, and if you're thinking of implementing this in your studying, go ahead. I'm actually super serious in this video right now. I didn't try to be funny, I didn't try to be anything else. I'm just being super serious, and I'm just giving advice. So in whatever ways it helps you guys, I'm gonna be the like happy person. So yeah, now I have all of this, and I have all of this, and they are not pretty notes. They are my mind maps. They are like my doodles. There's like a paper. I just have stuffs on it. I have this lost study method that I don't know. It's kind of it's something I have to go into details if I have to explain it, and maybe I'll make another video. And it's too precious for just giving it away. So I'm a bit I actually have it there. Okay, so this study method is called the brain taxonomy. So it is said that we have like 6 methods. You can use like 6 steps this method contains 6 steps that help you towards the mastery to knowledge. The first one is, I'm gonna put it here if I can. The first one is memorize, like memorize whatever the hell you're being taught to you. Second is understand it, like understand what is being told to you. And then there's apply. You gotta, knowledge and understanding is like the least thing, like the lower levels of understanding, not some, like the lower levels of learning. Like you gotta memorize the content, like you know the content, like it's here, it's in your head, you know what it is, it's in your head. And then you memorize, this memorize, and then you understand it. You understand like what, yeah, it means this. So you go into depth and then you understand it even more. Like you can elaborate on it because you understand what the hell it means. But just having this knowledge, what are you gonna do with that? You gotta apply it in the real world. Just apply it in your textbook itself. Apply it in your exercises. Apply it in like real life problems. So like, just apply it. Apply it. Why? To solve problems. This is the third. I don't know if I can explain this in details, but just like go and search about it. You're gonna get, I think there's gonna be YouTube videos explaining about this. And okay, the next steps is analyze. Now that you've applied it, now try to analyze it, like try to connect it with other topics, so like other problems. Try to like make them interconnected problems, and then try to play with it and try to understand, and then at the end try to evaluate like the consequences of it all. You know like you know like like a conclusion kind of evaluation. And then the last but not least, is called create. Creating is, out of all these knowledge you have, now you can create it yourself. I don't know if you notice teachers, of course you've noticed them doing this. Those teachers, they yeah well those teachers, they are knowledgeable about certain stuffs and things like that, and then they apply, analyze, evaluate, and then in class they can just create a number that you can give you to do, and then they can just create assessments, numbers, problems. They can just create it because they understand the whole concept. They evaluated it, analyzed it, applied it. Now they can just create one themselves. Or maybe with the knowledge, creating could also mean just like you try to create something out of all of the knowledge you have. Like there's a lot of ways and perspective to how and what you can create, given the knowledge you have, depending on what knowledge you have and level of it. This is kind of the studying methods that I've been using recently, and I hope it helps everyone as well. Everyone who is here, and this is quite what I have been doing at the moment. A lot of studying, and I think this will be uploaded amidst all the studying vlogs that I will be releasing one by one. Well, this was me, and see you guys in another video. If I am uploading weekly, I hope you guys are being able to catch up with the weekly videos, and